Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Hey, where am I? Hello. Welcome to another Getting Projects Done with me, Chris. I'm joined today by Mr. Boop and Mr. Sheep. Barfing sheep?
Eat.
Do you get a lot of sheep barfing in your neck of the woods?
Well, the school I went to had lots of sheep that did so.
All right. So today we are going to get to another big portion of the model. We're going to continue our work on Kazaria, whatever the hell his name is. Anyway, or her name. I don't even know if this is a male or female, but it doesn't really matter. It's a dragon. And we're going to take a slight detour from this model, and we're going to continue on working with its base. And for that, we are going to do some airbrushing. We're busting out the airbrush. So I'm going to put the dragon over there. And because of the gold and red nature of the figure, I want the base to help accentuate the vibrancy of the color. So I actually want to go for a somewhat muted color palette for the base. And so for that, I'm going to use the Fang. For everybody out there who just loves them some Space Wolves, this is a nice Space Wolfy gray. It's a blue gray. And we're going to base coat the entirety of the base in this. I was initially just going to do just the stonework in it, but I think I'll do the entire base. So it predominantly has this color on it. Can we mount this to something? Probably just go right back to this thing, right? Yeah, we're just going to mount it onto this little brush soap thing, as I don't have any other holders for it at the moment. I don't think. I try not to think too much.
That can hurt sometimes.
It does. It does hurt. Especially when I'm thinking about deep thoughts and things, and it's just, it's... Just get angry. You just get angry. I don't like being angry. You don't like me when I'm angry.
You turn green?
I turn green. With anger. Alright. That's just so I can hold it while I'm farting around with it. I'm going to set up my little blockade here. I use this like little box just to block some of the overspray. So I'll use that. Move some of these bottles out of the way because we're going to try and spray in this kind of direction on my work surface. I'm going to use a Patriot 105 for a bulk of this. We're spraying it at, what are we spraying at? It looks like about 25 psi. Let me take a listen. Yeah, that's about 25 psi.
When am I going to be able to do that?
That's how you know you're in tune with your tools. Is when you can tell the psi just by listening to it. One day, young grasshopper, you will get there. Younger grasshopper, I guess. I don't know. Kim, hey, tell me about the stuff you're doing tomorrow. Tell you about the stuff I'm doing tomorrow? Like, you want a full rundown of everything I'm doing? Or you mean like, because tomorrow there's the likelihood of a wave of the brush tomorrow is highly dubious, unless of course I do it later in the day, or I might do it Sunday. I don't know. If you guys say I need to do one, then I'll do one. But if you don't, then I won't. Maybe I will anyway. Who knows? But either way, yeah, judging a painting competition tomorrow. It's not a big event or anything like that. It's just a local place, it's it's a painting comp. I mean, I don't really know what more else to tell you. Oops. I'm gonna try and jump. Oh, I just dropped all this shit. Camera's going for a ride, kids. All right, hold on here. Let me just try and get this a little bit better here. Let's do it on the side. Get this Dutch angle going. There we go. Can we see? think that's pretty much the way I had it. Either way. Yeah, so judging a painting comp, it's local. It's not like a huge amount of entries to go through or anything like that, so it's not, it's not a huge issue. But yeah. Sophie, wow, hey Chris in chat. Hey, Sophie. Sophie Wiley. Excuse me. Kim, no, just the competition part. Do away the brush on Sunday and tell us all about it. Yeah, I could. I might. I usually try and take Sundays off. I try not to do anything on Sundays. I try anyway. And sometimes I get an idea for something, and so I need to commit it to film or write it down or something along those lines, right? I'm just mixing up the fang right now. In case you're wondering why I'm crooked all over. Sophie, sounds like you're in for a fun weekend. Yeah, well, most of the time my weekends are fun. This week was kind of a busy one. I had to do social things. Went out with the wife and kids and everything like that, and just have to be social. It's just
Ew, outside.
Yeah, it's just being social, being friendly, and trying to be nice to people. It's just Sorry, I'm playing with my coffee at the moment here. I see little things floating. I got little doers floating around. What the fuck is going on? The fuck? Anyway. Alright, enough gum flapping. So we're going to use the fang. We're going to lay down a nice base coat. We're going to do the entirety of the base. I will use... Yes, I'll use this. Normally, Citadel paints don't really require... Like these. This is Citadel Air, by the way. This is the older bottles. This is Citadel Air. Normally, you don't really have to thin this down when working with it, but I usually do anyway. And so I like to use sometimes this thinner. This one's a Testers. It's an acrylic thinner. It has a slight alcohol-y smell. Oh, yeah. And drink it? All right. And yeah, I usually use that with Citadel. I've even used a drop or two in a fairly large cap of Citadel paint. I'll put a drop of alcohol in just to speed the drying up. So even Citadel paints, you can add alcohol to them to, augment your process. So anyway, let's grab my hose. Make sure my brush is moving nice and getting smooth action. I got schmutz on my brush. I don't even know where the hell that came from. I got schmutz over here too. Oh, I got gold from the last time I was farting around. I probably need to clean my brush. I think I'm going to pick up a ultrasonic cleaner. I don't have one for home. And so, yeah, I think I might pick one up. Just for giggles. So typically...
I think that's a good investment.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. Well, because also the wife, she has some jewelry and such that is in need of cleaning. And yeah, so I'm thinking that's what I'll do. Just 3 drops in it. What ratio? I could not tell you. It's probably more like a 5 to 1, 8 to 1, something like that. As far as a ratio is concerned, for anybody who needs a ratio. I'm just using an older brush to mix it up in the cup. I don't know why I feel it necessary to explain myself as I'm working through this, but yeah. Comments. Sophie, you could always do a quick Instagram and email Q&A stream for an hour Sunday, then relax the rest of the day. Yeah, I could. But will I? Sophie, what is my motivator for streaming on a Sunday? Not that I'm against it or anything like that. Not that I'm looking to not do it. Just, you know, sometimes it helps to have a little extra motivation. Kim.
Way the streaming.
What's that?
I'm catching up. I haven't been paying attention.
Oh, story of my life. Kim, I use AK thinner, and that has a whiff of alcohol to it. Yeah, a lot of these water-based acrylic paints, the thinners, they do have that slight hint of alcohol in them, so I think that's what they use. I mean, alcohol smells like alcohol, so, you know. I realize that's a really profound statement, but... All right, let's get to work. And if anybody wasn't paying attention, the entire base has been given a prime of Gray Sear, the Citadel spray. So that's what I'm spraying on top of. And the base was also done in sand, PVA and sand. Just a quick old school way of, you know, creating texture.
No, you gotta buy those $8 texture paints.
I do I?
Yeah.
Lots of paint. Dry tip.
My texture paints are bone dry.
Yeah. That does happen.
Shake it. Oh wait, no, this one's fine. Never mind.
Do they still do the the fuck are they called? The dry paints. Do they still have the dries?
Yeah,
Hey, good.
they do.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I actually use the Longbeard dry
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one.
for Old Dwarf use. Just because it's I could you know just take a normal like off-white gray and dry brush, but I just like that dry paint because I use white a lot, so not having to waste my normal white on dry brushing help.
Yeah. No, it makes sense.
I'd only recommend the dry paints if you were specifically like dry brush a lot.
Not going to really worry about the rim at the moment, as we'll be painting that over anyway. Okay, and look at that. We're out of paint. So now it's time to flush. Usually whenever I'm flushing, there, we'll move this out of the way here. Usually grab my little eyedropper. Got this little mug of water, fresh, clean water. I try to keep the water contaminated free. I usually just spritz some water in, put it in my waste cup, my jar. Oh, I didn't grab paper towel. Oops. I needs paper towel. Sophie, I thought that was just a spray disc as to not get your fingers yucky. I know, duh. Yeah, no, this is the base of the Dragion. The Dragion. The Dragon?
Dracul.
Dracul? Isn't that Dracula?
Yeah, that's what it means, son of the dragon.
Oh, is that what it means? Oh.
Yeah.
Well then.
Because he's Daddy Vladdy. It was,
Daddy Vladdy?
yeah. His father was also named Vlad, because he's the third, right?
Do the overspray. Give it another wipe in the bowl. I'm gonna give this little spritz of Windex. See, yeah, it's spraying pretty clear now. Where is my Windex? Oh, I got a fresh bottle of Windex here. I gotta open this up. Do.
A fresh Windex smell.
Yeah, Windex. I think it. Do they usually have sealant on them? No, right? No. Okay. On. Off. Nice. On. Off. Bed goes up, bed goes down. There we go. Good old Windex. So I usually just do a couple little spritz in there. I usually let it sit. Sometimes I will also pull the trigger back and allow the Windex to fall into the nozzle space, and then just to kind of, eat up some of the residual paint that's in there. And there's a seal back here where he stops the flow of fluids coming into the air chamber here. And yeah, that one is just a little bit harder. Again, this is why I'm looking at, finally getting myself a ultrasonic. I used to have one, or access to one, but that was a while ago. Normally I don't find that the brush needs it that badly, because I can usually just pull it apart and, give it a clean. But,
I don't think my airbrush has that gasket.
No, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. They usually do, though.
Yeah. Well, I have to clean mine. Usually, if I don't clean it well enough, I have to clean it before I use it.
Yeah, usually there's a gasket back there because it surrounds the needle so that you don't get fluids traveling back into the main body of the brush, right? And I usually use my little pipette here to backfeed the water. Are you airbrushing too?
I was just... I used it earlier, so there was some residual water in there that I just had to get out.
Gotcha.
But I think I actually have a package of these gaskets. Now I finally understand what these small things are.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking moron.
Well, It's just, you know, getting very comfortable with your tool, right? And
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm pretty comfortable with my tool.
Yeah, well, you know, proficiency allows you to master your tools, becoming very knowledgeable in your tools. All right, we'll clean that later. Okay, so this should be dry by now. Hard to say, as some of this color still looks wet around here. I don't know if that's just because it reactivated the PVA. Yeah, it feels cool to the touch, which means it's probably damp. So we're gonna hit it with the hairdryer. Do it on camera so everybody can see. Like everybody cares about hair drying a miniature or what have you.
What do I do?
No, I guess it is just a little slick spot. Let's see. Yeah. It's just a little shiny spot. Interesting. All right. Let's go over to, what's the lighter Space Wolf color?
Parisian grey.
See, I got all, like, I have all my Citadel Air in a little box. Proficient, I know. Just after I did that video about, you know, organizing your paints, and here I am pawing through this box of paints like some sort of raccoon. Lutheran Grey?
It's Parisian grey, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, it's rust grey.
Rust Grey?
Parisian is the lighter one. Lightest.
I apparently don't have it. Maybe they didn't do it for Citadel Air. Jeez. White Scarrings. Bottle's half open. It's also fully dry. Nice.
Cool.
What's this? Oh, it's an air cast thinner. Nice. God dang it. All right. Well, God damn it, Bobby.
Oh, hi.
Oh, what can we do? What can we do? Oh, that's a good color. Terminus Stone. Yeah, that's a fun one. Anyway, we can probably use, I guess, just straight up Administratum Gray. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we'll use Administratum Gray. A gray is a gray. I just want a desaturated color. I don't really want it to be predominantly blue. Because it'll look kind of funny if it's really, really strong blue. Like, for example, here, I'm going to grab the dragon again and situate him onto the base, where he's supposed to occupy. And you can kind of get the idea now of the kind of vibe I'm looking for. Now, you can see there's a lot of blue coming back at you. That's just because of the Space Wolf Gray. Obviously, it's, you know, really blue. So we're going to knock that back with some gray. And we'll probably do a light dry brush. Maybe, what the hell's that gray in the dry? Longbeard? Longtooth? Anyway, I think we'll use that gray. We'll give it a light dry brush, and then we'll give it a shade wash of something. Probably Basilicum Gray from Contrast. That's probably the color we'll use. Or maybe we'll knock it down with some brownie tones, maybe. Kind of warm it up and give it some earth values. I don't know. We'll find out. Stay tuned. Just putting it on my mixer. little sponges on the floor. Sophie, is it best to go for one of the expensive airbrushes, or are the cheaper ones that normal for cake decorations okay to buy? Yeah, airbrushes, get whatever's in your price range. I highly recommend something along the lines of Patriot 105. This is, you know, what I would consider a pretty good utility brush. But when I started airbrushing with, where's this guy? Right here. This one here. This is basically a Badger 350, I believe. It's like a cheap hobby brush, siphon feed, nozzle. Like it's not even, it's a nozzle only in name only, really. I mean, it's a single action, it's just straight air pressure.
Yeah, it's more like a spray gun.
Yeah, that's really all it is, really. It's a hobby brush. And if your goal is just to get priming and base coating done, that kind of brush is an affordable option. You know, again, because it comes with the big jar on it, you can fill this up. Now, this jar came with the old Citadel airbrush. And, yeah, you can fill this right up, and then you just single action, just, you know, spray stuff down, right? I mean, you know, people, when they think you have to, like, you don't have to get into airbrushing to, you know, to enjoy this hobby. And you certainly don't need the most expensive brush to do it either. I mean, it's, you know, it's not necessary. Once you become better at it, I mean, more efficient with it, you might want to look into getting more accurate, finer needles, that kind of thing, as you progress as a painter. But off the hop, no. You can find very affordable brushes. It doesn't have to break the bank. Compressors. My first compressor. Do I have my first compressor? No, I don't think so. I usually chuck them once they die on me. My first compressor was like a $30 knockoff. It was just a simple little compressor. It was $30. Mind you, I had to scrounge around to find the fittings, and that's not a huge thing, but if you're going through like third parties and no names, stuff like that, you got to look for, you got to pay attention to all your fittings. So what diameter the fittings are for the hose to the compressor and the hose to the brush. You have to pay attention to those. But yeah, but any airbrushes, if you see a good price on nail art airbrushes, cake decorating brushes, or airbrush brushes, yeah, look into them. But, you know, obviously do your research and, you know, make sure it's going to be something that, you know, and of course, I mean, you're with us on the Discord, so, you know, feel free to ask. If you see something that, you know, looks like a good option, post in a Discord, and I'm sure anybody, because I'm like, there's a bunch of monkeys that are in the UK as well, and I'm sure they're more than happy to give you a bit of insight as far as, you know, options are concerned. So don't be shy. Don't be shy.
Ape together strong.
That's right. Together strong. All right. Administratum Gray, Citadel Air. I'll throw a little bit in. Yeah,
you guys might be together strong, but I play rogue in D&D. I'm a lone wolf.
Oh, go away. You're triggering the DM in me. I'm gonna smack you.
This one we're gonna try and go through probably not quite 1-to-1 thinner, but a healthy amount of thinner. When I say healthy, I mean lots. Grab some of that. You know. Waste not, want not. Now, because we've gone fairly thin on this paint, and the paint is already fairly thin because it's, you know, Citadel Air, it's designed for airbrush. Because we have it in a fairly thinned out consistency, we're still spraying it around 25 psi. We should be able to build up a little bit of a gradient Now, the idea is not to really put a very strong gradient on anything. Just really more kind of straight down, just to leave the blue, the Space Wolf gray, and the shadows kind of thing here. Yeah, it's really thin. I can see it's spider webbing. It's like Spider-Man. I am Spider-Man. Anyway. Kim, depends on what you want. People always give different answers to that. I usually say buy a good one the first time, and you don't have to upgrade later. Right, but I mean, if you spend like $200 on a brush, you might not like it. It might take you a long time to get used to it, and you could encounter problems that you don't necessarily have the skill set to solve on your own, right? So it's just a lot of pain. Now, I'm not too concerned about getting like a zenithal type of situation happening here, but just whatever can help me out in the long run as far as, building up some brighter values and stuff. So you can see in some of the areas, got some fairly decent coverage going on. Some of the areas that are kind of straight down, obviously it's a little bit trickier. That's okay. Got plenty of paint to go, so we will use it up where we need to. I don't know what these little details are. Almost look like maggots.
Miracles?
Well, it's a dragon base, right? I don't think it'd be maggots, would it? I don't know.
Foreshadowing. More Nurgle stuff.
Maybe. Tip is drying. Where the hell am I in these things? Sophie, it'll be base coats, priming, little layering when I've got the pennies for one save after single mini. At the moment, I want to convert. Kim, I can link you a cheap one in the Discord and the ones I use. Yeah, like I said, like there's plenty of monkeys in here that have a lot of experience with airbrushes, and I know that you're in the UK, so some of the deals that are available in my area might not be available in your area, and so it's better that, you know, somebody in your area give you some insight.
If I still had my old airbrush, I'd send it off. But I do not.
You still had your what?
If I had my old airbrush, I'd just send it off to her.
Oh, yeah.
It is gone in the ether. Hang on.
Still got it?
No. Okay, I've still got it. Sophie, you want a free airbrush?
There you go,
No
Sophie.
shit. Oh yeah, it's here.
Well, there you go. Sophie, if you have a P.O. box or something like that, if you want an airbrush, Barf and Sheep's offering one.
It's missing a cup. But yeah, it's working. So it's not the world's best.
But also not the worst.
No. It's A-okay. It's like a multi... It's got different cups.
And let's just do something fun here.
Fuck.
There we go. I think that's about it. Almost feels like we're going with a bit of a snowy type of base going on here. Almost. All right. Still a little bit of paint left, so I'm going to put it back into the Administratum Gray. There we go. Again, waste not, want not. I'm going to have my flushing water. Flution. Here's my paper towel. Oh yeah. Ba-dum-bum-bum. There we go. Some more floosh. Always floosh. And now the Windex. Sophie. Why is a great hobby so pricey? LOL. The hobby being pricey, I think, well, I mean, it all depends. I mean, pretty much almost every hobby in the world is pricey, right? Every hobby. Even something as silly as, well, I shouldn't say silly, but stamp collecting, right? Some of those stamps, hundreds, thousands of dollars. Oh, yeah, geez Louise. Pendler hat? Pendler hat? Thank you for the follow. For the follow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Sophie, or Hakahe. Expensive is right, and talking to Dave last night, I find that 2000 Stormbird kind of out of reach for most, but pretty cool anyway. Oh, the Stormbird, yeah. Man, that model's huge. That almost, like, as far as weight is concerned, I'd imagine that the Manta and the Stormbird probably pretty close to each other as far as weight is concerned. But yeah, it's an expensive hobby, and you know, I mean, again, all hobbies are expensive, right? Mainly because, you know, it's a luxury activity, right? I mean, you can't have a hobby without having downtime, and only people who, you know, have resources have downtime, right? So, yeah. Anyway. Soapy. That's sweet. I'll look around for a new one, but thanks. Yeah. It wasn't expensive when I was younger, only because I had an account at the bank of Dad. LOL. Now I have to earn money first. Yeah. Yes. First world problems. I know. First world problems.
This damned adult life.
Yeah. The bank of Dad. It's a good way of putting it.
Ooh.
Boop, you've been quiet. What's up?
The usual.
Okay.
But I went on Forge World and I just noticed that for every $80 you spend, you get an entry in winning a Forge World Walker.
A Forge World what?
Walker.
Oh. Yeah, I'll pass. You
don't want a walker?
No, not really.
What kind of fanboy are you?
A very casual one.
No, because I was on Forge World to get some Craft World stuff, specifically some units that are only available there.
Yeah.
I just noticed that if I spend $80, which I was going to anyway, I get an entry into their thingy.
Get entry into the thingy, eh?
Yeah, it's their sweepstakes or whatever.
Up. Put that away. Where is my Longbeard? Longbeard? Is this you? Nope. That's Praxetti White. Longbeard. Nope. Longbeard. Nope. Longbeard. needs a big dry brush. Where's that? Go with you. Do I just have the one? I thought I had 2 big dry brushes. No? Guess not. Cracking up, I guess. Oh no, there it is. Yeah, it's the old tank brush. That's right. Anyway. Pendular hat. Welcome to the struggle. And what struggle, I have no idea, but anyway. So I'm going to bust out a large dry brush. We're going to use some Citadel Longbeard Gray. Hopefully it's still good. It's been a while since I used it. It's one of my favorites though. Just an off-white. It's pretty close to what? Lutheran Gray almost? Maybe Lutheran Gray's a little lighter. Yeah. It's pretty darn close. And of course my brush drop. There we go. We're going to give it a quick little dry brush and then we'll hit it with a shade wash to help pull all those colors together and, you know, really bring that texture to life. I don't know why I just shook this, but anyway.
Old habits die hard.
Yeah. No, Longbeard should be okay. When it is still in this kind of state, you can see how like really chunky it is and everything. That's pretty normal for, you know, dry paints. But I definitely should probably put a drop or 2 of Lamian Medium in here. Just a couple drops. That's all it takes is to kind of keep it reactivated. Reactivated? Keep it activated? You know what I mean.
Moist.
Moist. Keeping it moist. Alright. Actually, let's grab the whole thing here. Let's go this way. So, yeah, this is what we want right here. Actually, we'll come up, we'll bring the brush stroke upwards. Just kind of keep it fun. Yeah. A lot of this will get obscured because his hand will be in the way. That's fine. Okay, I'm going to pull off the base. That's getting in my way. I'll get that schmutz. Can you hear somebody stomping around over my head right now?
A little bit.
Yeah. That's my boy.
That's my boy.
Yeah, stamping around.
Yeah. So, this airbrush, the old one, I loaned it to a friend of mine. He never fucking cleaned it.
Nice.
Yeah, so I got a mission.
Yeah, that's a bit of a pain. It's like lending your friend a car and then they don't put gas in it, or, you know, or they just total it or make a mess, or, you know, something like that, right? Hucka hey, yep, I'm a hot rodder, so know about expensive hobbies. Love the airbrushing is used in this hobby now. So cool. Yeah. Oh, I mean, airbrushing's been around for quite a while, since about the early '90s, really. Because I can remember that there was some paint jobs that were, airbrushed and such, and of course, too, it was, probably led to the whole using an airbrush is cheating, which I don't fully understand, but whatever. Do.
This thing fucking leaks as well.
The airbrush?
It bleeds air.
Oh, yeah. It's a pretty straightforward fix. Just you gotta find the leak in the seals. It's most likely, right?
Yeah. Or. It's where you connect the hose.
Oh, yeah. Now sometimes, yeah, it can be in the body, or it can be in the hose itself, or the connector.
Yeah, it's in the tap of the connector.
Yeah.
Somewhere there's a wee hole, and the inside is caked.
Just filthy?
Yeah. Absolute rotter. Not the airbrush, the guy I loaned it to.
Oh.
He's a fucking rotten. God damn it. Well, I have a nice fancy airbrush maintenance kit, so I should be fine.
Oh, that's good. What's a fancy kit?
I don't fucking know. He's got tiny scrubbers and things to poke with.
Gotcha.
It's like there's tools to poke in where the air comes.
Sophie, if a style of brushing gets you the effect you are your after use it, whether it be Sir Dry stippling? Whoa, what? If a style of brushing gets you the effect you're after, use it, whether it be Sir Dry stippling? I'm afraid I don't follow, Sophie. I'm sorry, I'm a little dense. I'm not following that question, or if it is a question. could be just simply a statement. One more little amount, and I think that'll be it. Just gonna go around the edge of the base. Do. Just catch some of the high points. Just to see if I really want to keep this texture, or if I just want to, offset it with Citadel Technicals or what have yous. Because right now I'm still getting that icy vibe, and it's kind of fun. Not gonna lie. mostly okay with all this. All right. Then wash. Sophie, if dry brushing, airbrushing, or doing a stipple effect is what you're looking for, use it. It's not cheating. Right, yeah, exactly, yeah. Whatever gets you there, yeah, it's not cheating. And, you know, just because somebody knows a technique or has a particular tool at their disposal, what have you, you know, it's not like you are at a disadvantage. Typically, whenever you think that something is like hobby cheating, you know, at this painting or whatever, I mean, it usually stems from, you know, envy kind of thing, right? It's like, how do they do that? They're cheating because, you know, they can do this and they can do that, and they're cheating, and that's just not the case. It's just being efficient and not efficient. You can still see some pink from the previous cleaning. All right. I'm gonna put that. Do. Go. All nice and clean. Ready to go next time. All right. So now we have that dry brushing. Got a nice little gradient going on the surface and everything. I think it looks okay. It's got that nice cool stone look. Sorry, I gotta move my head because my microphone's in the way. I suppose I could pull my microphone in a little bit. A little bit. No, too close. Too close. All right. Now, we said we were going to do something with this. What do I feel like doing? You know what? Let's have a look at how the dragon looks on it. Let's have a look. Let's have a look-see. Also, there's a little bit of detail on his toes that look like the sand texture, so I got to pick those out afterwards too, just to match them up. But just to give you guys an idea on how he's going to look sitting on his base. So far, not too bad, eh? It's got a good amount of contrast going on, despite the base being, I think, lighter than him, actually. He's actually quite dark. Yeah. Now, again, question being, what do we wash this in? Give it a wash. I have no idea. Maybe a brown. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I wasn't paying attention.
Oh. Sophie, it's like acing. It's like acing a heat gun or hairdryer to speed up the drying process. It's a helpful, useful tool. Yeah, exactly. I think I'm gonna make a color. Let's make a wash. I'm gonna use, nope, not that one. I'm gonna use that, and yeah, let's use some of this. Maybe, no, yeah, we'll use that. Yeah. Oh, that's a good one too. No, damn it.
Now, the biggest question is, could you do it like Bob Ross?
Could I do it like Bob Ross? Do what?
Yeah. Explain when you're making the color, making the wash.
Yeah, I totally can. Yeah, I think I'll use this. Oh wait, do I got a transparent? I do have a transparency with that. Sweet. God bless golden high flow colors. All right, so I'm gonna make a shade wash out of raw umber hue and phthalo green blue shade. I'm going to use a little bit of medium. I'm going to use some Liquitex Flow Aid and a little bit of water. We should be good. Now we got a fair amount to use. So actually, I'm going to switch off here.
Right. I don't think you could do it, Chris.
Do what?
I don't think you could do it.
I can't do what? What can I do?
Make a wash. I don't think you can.
Oh. I do it all the time. What are you talking about?
I don't think you can walk the walk.
Oh. Yeah, we'll use this palette. There's a paper towel. I'll just wipe this down. Make sure it's clean-ish. It's a dirty-ass palette. Now, sometimes I keep these, like, normally whenever I'm filming whatever, I show, like, mixing on, you know, the glass surface here. But for washes and such, I use these cheap little palettes. These little plastic doers, all sorts of stuff. I use it especially with, like, you know, these paints, Tamaya. Here you can see this is where, obviously, blood has been used. Needs a cleaning.
Some rices. Blood has been spilled this night.
Fucking nerds. How many assholes we got in here? I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes. What movie?
Huh?
Never mind.
Are you asking me?
I'm asking anybody who's paying attention.
Yeah, I'm not the one. I'm not the one who should be answering that question. Come on, fucking nerds.
Fucking nerds. Oh shit, have I never used this? Damn, I've never used this. I gotta break the seal. Oh, excuse me.
Oh god, stop it.
What?
No, I'm shouting at my electronic equipment. Nothing is going my way at all.
The computers are rising up, apparently, at Barfing Sheep's place. It's the machine uprising. It's begun.
Yeah, Skynet's taking over now.
Also need to give it a shake, too. So, give it a shake, probably since I've never used this color, apparently. So basically, I'm going to use this raw umber hue, which is a transparency. It's a really nice deep brown. Essentially, it gives you the same value as Agrax Earthshade for anybody who's used to that color. And I'm throwing some phthalo green with blue shade in it. Just to throw a little bit of green into it. Just a bit. Just a bit. Sophie. Oh, Huckahey. Looks awesome. Thank you. Sophie, the Song of Fire, Ice and Fire minis do the Night King and White Walker minis. Just thinking how cool that dragon would look converted to look like the one the Night King had. I'm not sure. Let's go 5 drops. So it's probably about a, I don't know, probably a 4 to 1, 5 to 1. Put about 3 drops of Flow Aid into it. You can see how it reacts right away. I don't know if that showed up well on camera. Not really. It's okay. And then a generous amount of water. Let's give it a mix. Ooh, yeah. This almost looks like what's the contrast color? Oh, you know what it almost looks like? A Athonian Camo shade. It's a little bit, it pushes a little bit more green though. But it almost looks like a Athonian Camo shade. That's actually kind of hilarious. Go through all this trouble just to make a color that already exists. That I already have a bunch of bottles of. That's typical, though. That's typical. All right. So we're just going to start slapping this on. And then if I hate the values, I can always come back at it with the airbrush and, you know, bring the values back up if this pushes too far down. Let's just grab a generous amount of water. Using a large shade brush, just because. Now, with it having lots of water pulled, or lots of water pushed into it, it should just fall within recesses. Ooh. Yeah, it's really pushing to green. So I might have to come back with some gray. Or I can just leave it, I suppose. Depends, I guess. How precious am I about the color? Yeah. Because you're running it over the surface. And you can feather the color off. And it just changes the value. I don't know how well that shows up on camera. Yeah, you can see the difference. You see, it pushes slightly to the green side, which actually is kind of interesting. I think if I had to use something like a Athonian Camo Shade, it probably would have pushed a bit more to the yellow side. So this is actually kind of cool. And again, the green is fine. I'm fine with the green, which is why I chose it, of course, because it'll play nicely with the red, right? So, yeah. This brush might be a little bit too big, so I'm getting kind of frothing action here. I just put this whole brush in my mouth.
Mm.
Yeah.
Tasty.
Yep. Ugh. Just got a good mouthful of it. Yeah, I'm gonna switch to the other brush. Maybe use this one to control the other. It's all right. I'm actually really digging this value, though. Pushing a bit more towards the base is kind of cool, too. And just kind of scrub it around. If I really want to, I can feather it out and, you know, move the color around a bit. Have some fun. Kind of tempting to leave it on the base as well. It's like on the grassy areas. Here, let's pull some of that off. It's okay to, if we use a bit of a stippling action to create a little bit of, you know, stippling, obviously. It helps create an uneven surface, creates that nice textured look. That way it doesn't have to feel so homogeneous. Yeah, pretty interesting. As it dries, it still feels very blue-gray, but yeah, kind of think I want to hit it with another dry brush though, of like Longbeard.
You gonna give it another hit, bro?
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I'm kind of just letting the base kind of tell me what it wants to do. as far as, you know, colors playing on the surface, the textures and such. As you kind of move it around in the values and where it gets like a little dark and stuff, it starts to feel a bit more like it's moss in the recesses and such, and so it's kind of fun, like what it looks like, especially if you apply it, you know, pretty heavily in some areas. You get a very interesting look. Applied a lot there. Very, very interesting. I'm kind of into it. Pull some of this excess out. I think I'm going to do another layering as soon as this first one's dry, just to push some of the shadow values and move some of this color around a bit. Just be deliberate about some of this stuff. Yeah, it's fun. And fun is fun.
It is.
Isn't it? Are you all right?
No, I'm playing a game.
Oh.
And getting mad at it.
Gotcha.
We just thought you were a general pessimist.
No, I always try to make Chris doubt what he says.
Make me doubt? Why would you do that?
Because I have aspirations to play Siege.
Oh. Yeah, I dig that. I think I want to push the contrast a little bit more. Push some of these values down just a bit. And then, yeah, I think a final dry brush will make that look really, really fun. I like that slight push towards the green. On camera, it looks really intense, but it's not quite as intense. Oh. Get rid of that right there. I'm just checking over anywhere where it's pooling up kind of heavily. Yeah.
My local's having a Secret Santa.
And?
I'm gonna be doing some Secret Santaing this weekend.
Cool. And what did you get for your Secret Santa?
I'm doing the shopping this weekend.
Oh, okay. You haven't gotten to it yet.
I doubt the Secret Santa, the person. I doubt anybody who plays at my store watches this show. So,
Thanks.
they wanted a lot of Space Marine stuff, so I'm just gonna go to the store and grab a box of it was like Space Marine stuff. Like,
Ew.
what is it, Infiltrators or whatever? That was on their list. That was on their list, that is what they're getting.
That's all right. Is this, does your store do it all the time? Well, not all the time, but like every year?
I feel sorry for whoever got my thing, because I was kind of like, just whatever, I just like anything. I change factions on the daily, so anything.
So you're saying is you're indecisive. That's what I'm hearing.
Is that on what?
Indecisive.
Yeah. And now I'm looking at Harlequins, and I don't remember the Harlequin faction.
Harlequins are fun to fix. For those with patience.
There's a specific one that I wanted to do, and I don't remember what they're called.
Is it the blank face, jumpy, what's her text? I don't know.
No, it's a specific, I don't know what they're called, like dance troupe or whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't remember what the one was called that I wanted to do, so you're like, I don't remember what the hell they're called. Now I'm supposed to find the scheme. Like, I know the scheme, I just don't know the trooper. I don't know what the hell Harlequin factions are about.
It's not too hard. I mean, there's only a few choices in the army as far as like what you take.
Is it smashed? Is it shattered?
Like I know, apparently some people are concerned about the rumors of Eldar and like Eldar combining into like a book, like Harlequins, Yunari, and Craftworld. And I don't see why not, because Yunari as a faction is really small. It's basically just Dark Eldar, Harlequins, and regular Eldar. And the Harlequins really don't have a lot of options either, and so I don't really understand. I don't see why they would need a separate book. It can all just be one big tome of the Eldar kind of thing, right? If the rumors are true.
What, the Harlequins and Craftworld are going to be in one book?
Yeah, and Yunari.
Anyway.
As the rumors go.
Fine by me, because I buy the models first, paint them, then I buy the book.
Yeah, that's how I do it.
How will you know the points and stuff? Oh, there is a certain website that does not exist that gives you the points.
I think with the first now I just remember.
I just remember I read the book that much. I just remember all of them.
Yeah, I read it in the local library and I don't know, remember. What library keeps codexes? Codices?
Codices?
I don't know. Codices?
Codicai?
I don't know. Karazai. English. Do you speak it, motherfucker?
Say what again?
The Veiled Path or The Dance Without End, because those ones are the ones that look cool.
A dance without end.
I think that's the
no.
studio Harlequin scheme. This do your Harlequin scheme is the Midnight Sorrow. That's it.
I think I will dance once in my lifetime, and that is at my own bloody wedding.
A bloody wedding.
Yeah, I'm planning to have my enemy kill me and my wife.
Jeez.
And then I shall resurrect. I don't know. Oh god. I was going somewhere with this, but I see that I would have gone on for too long.
All right. All right. Let's make another wash. Kim. All the picks so far in the Advent calendar thing they do in the Warhammer community page has been Elder stuff. Apparently. So they say. I mean, the big one was what today was. It looks like the interior of one of the guns. I would assume it's a sniper rifle. That was depicted today. I think that was today, wasn't it? Or maybe it was yesterday. A lot of people said it was like a Dark Reaper, and I was like, nah, I don't think so. It looks more like the sniper rifle. And then the engine nozzle. That's kind of a giveaway. Because only the Eldar and Dark Eldar have engine nozzles. Oh, and Harlequins have engine nozzles like that. Alrighty. I don't think we need too much, so I'm just going to go 5 drops. No, apparently 6 drops. And we'll do 2 drops of the green, so we want to preserve most of the brown values in this. Do a little bit of a medium, or fluid, I should say. Let's go 3. And we'll give it a mix. I think I'll apply this mostly over the dirt. Sophie, hopefully they'll update the minis too, and a few new ones when they redo or review the Eldar. Yeah. Hopefully.
Yeah, it was Mask of the Veiled Path was they're the green one.
Yeah.
That's the Harlequin mask that I wanted to paint.
Just add a drop of water. There we go. Greenleaf terrain. Yo, yo, yo. Plush up your audio output. I have to crank my volume. Get better speakers. I end up in shit. I don't know. Is my volume low? I didn't think it was. I think
No.
No? Okay. Adam. Don't,
not for me.
Don't do drugs. Don't smoke crap. I'd like to know what these details are. These little stringy looking things on the base. I'd like to know what that is right there. I don't know. Yeah, this wash I've made is a Chthonian camo shade. That's the color. Went through all this trouble just to make a Chthonian camo shade.
But it's your camo shade.
Yeah, true. Could push it as green or brown as I want. We're going to use quite a bit here in this little space right here. There we go. That's the stuff. Oh, beauty. Yeah. Create some separation on the dirt. What do you say? He'll be right back? Is that what I heard? I think that's what I heard. He said he'll be right back. Is that what he said?
I guess he did.
Okay.
why do the not super old GW painting guides go for so much money?
Because nerds like me drive that price up.
And it's like, oh, there was a how to paint like Harlequins, like one of those like hobby books dedicated to like Harlequins. Ooh, neat. No, yeah, no, I'm not paying that money.
It's not that neat.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, those books were like $30-$40. Yeah, no, I'm not paying, $140 for it.
Yeah. Hey, Grim, what's happening, buddy?
Nothing much. I just noticed that Greenleaf Terrain Studios was saying that you sounded a bit soft, that's all.
I think he's just trying to be funny.
I don't know. Just everyone's sense of humor is different.
True.
Whatever, I'm out then.
I can test this theory. Well, he did indeed appear to leave. Well, then. How have you all been?
Not bad. How you been?
Been alright. Just working and trying to... seeing how many people just blatantly disregard the rules of the library.
Now,
The answer is several.
do you get people making out in the library?
No, it's more like people try eating at the computers when they're told not to.
Oh.
Also, they like trying to sleep. There's one dude who tried eating like what looked like a pasta lunch at the... He's just trying to sneak it in and out of his backpack like, I can see you, buddy. Could you please not? He did anyway. I only had the authority to ask him not to, and no one of proper authority was around to inform him he had to leave for breaking the rules in that regard, or at the time. There's a nice cold snap this week in Florida.
It's what, 60?
Hey, I think it got down to like 49 a few days.
Oh, really? That is pretty
That's
cool.
a cold snap technically by Florida standards.
Yeah, it is.
I think the highs were in the 50s and lows were in their 40s. Everyone's like, it's cold. I'm like, no, it's nice. Stop complaining.
Yeah. Could be worse.
I am not your average Floridian. I take it the model you're painting as a Age of Sigmar model or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the new dragon.
Wow.
The big guy. I can't remember what the hell he's called.
Yeah, we don't get that cool. We barely get that cool. Well,
Yeah.
we never get to be negative 21 Celsius, that is. We'd have bigger problems if we did.
We do have bigger problems.
Well, apparently the current debate in Florida is... I'm not sure how serious people are being, but there's talk about trying to bring back the civilian militia on an official setting, and everyone's just losing their minds over that. I'm like, let's see how this goes, I guess.
Right. Yeah, minus
Florida
21.
man's being weird.
That's the
Florida
ultimate
man.
weapon, though. We're going to weaponize Florida man.
Weaponize a Florida man.
Better watch what you say, Chris. Canada could be invaded by a bunch of Florida men commanding an army of us.
I thought you were about to say Canadian.
Yeah.
Canadian geese.
We've got the Cobra chickens, man. What are you talking about?
We have those blasted
Yeah, but the
geese.
code-
Don't leave us alone. We aren't legally allowed to shoot.
The
They
Cobra
have no
Chicken
fear when
hasn't
it
fought
comes to
Florida
guard.
Man yet. Florida Man is the ultimate life form.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's a nice temperature. It's the high is 24 Celsius, the low is 12 Celsius.
Sophie, that's way too cold. Yeah. That's pretty damn
It'll
cold.
be like that.
Apparently it's 69% humidity out too.
It'll be like that scene in The Dark Knight where the Joker goes to the mob. But the mob boss thinks all of his dudes are loyal to him. But
Oh.
really, the Joker had secretly convinced them to join him. Chris will be sitting there with his Cobra chickens, and the Florida Man will come. And then the Cobra chickens will turn on Chris.
Florida Man would convert Canada Man with rum and cookies.
Yeah, I don't know if there is such a thing as Canada Man.
Yeah, no, Florida Man is a unique
Yeah, that's a different kind of animal altogether.
species.
Yeah, you need that, what's that, Attenborough? You need him to narrate the Florida Man experience.
Now I just randomly looked up Canada Man. And the only thing any Canadian man's popping up for are
It's probably normal stuff.
fungal infections or like homicide, apparently. At least on my end.
Yeah, so normal stuff, nothing crazy like training packs of geese to attack people in the park.
I don't know. There's one girl, apparently, I don't think she's from Florida, but apparently there's one child who taught her parrot, I think it was her parakeet, that to attack anyone except her when she screamed. So when people came and she didn't like, she just screamed, the birds would dive bomb them. Honorary Florida citizen there. There's so many
That's
things.
actually not a bad idea, though.
Just have a screaming child and being pecked to death by birds.
Yeah, it's not a terrible idea.
Do I call the child or do I fend off the bird? I am not made for this situation.
You know, I was always wondered why the basic Harlequin troop box also made the Troopmaster HQ choice. And I just realized that kind of works out because the Harlequin box comes with 6, and I think it's I think max is 10, so you'll have that HQ left over to begin with.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, because boxes are about 6. Yeah, and it's only, what, the bikes and the skimmer. And then the characters, and that's it.
You got the characters, and then the Harlequin troop box that makes the Harlequin troop, but also makes an HQ choice. And then the 2 versions of bikes. You have the Star Weaver and the Sky Weaver.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of them here. I have 2 of those skimmers. I got the bikes. I think I have 2 or 3 boxes of Harlequins, plus the old Harlequins. Or older, I should say, not the old. I'm going to throw a little bit of Lamy and medium into this, because I want this to soften up a bit. Do just 2 drops. Should be all it needs.
Throwing all my Imperial stuff away, just all Eldar for now. I'm kidding.
All Eldar all the
too much
time?
time painting that card around me. I'm never
Oops,
throwing it away.
it's oops, all Eldar.
Yeah, oops, all Eldar.
Oops.
And then Gimp has a hernia.
You'll fuck that guy.
I know nothing about him besides his hatred of Eldar, getting a massive tower model, and being like a bus driver or something, and having a magnificent beard. Those are the few things I know. Those are the only things I know about him.
The Gim? Yeah.
Oh, and the story of why he doesn't like Eldar. I guess I know that too.
Yeah, he blames me for all his
Yep.
traumatization of Eldar. I don't know why. personally, I think he's being a bit of a baby, but, you know, whatever.
Right. I don't think I've ever been blamed for a cause of trauma for anyone.
No, because we used to play a lot of BFG back in the day, and
I heard Eldar were
yeah,
tricky fellows in that.
yeah, they're very annoying in Battlefleet Gothic. Very annoying. All right, one last little dry brush, just a very light, just to reinforce some of these edges. Yeah, just like that. Just like that. Just bring those edges forward again.
My love for Eldar stopped when I had to face 35 jetbikes in 7th edition.
Sounds like a personal problem.
Sounds like a you problem, mate.
Kind of does, but I get it.
Yeah, it is a me problem that many face.
I don't even know how many jet bikes I have. 40?
Oh, who the fuck plays 35 of them in the same game?
I've got like 40. I mean, 10 for a
Seventh
Seer Council
edition,
and
that
about...
was probably when you could make them troops choices.
So
Exactly.
it's you who wants to
Space
put you through the
Marines,
ringer.
captain on a bike in 7th edition, you can make bikes troop choices. I wish they would bring that back, but alas.
Yeah, they don't need to be a troop choice anymore. The way detachments work. Because you can just take a outrider detachment, which is what I usually do, and there you go.
can, but I don't think the Space Marine bikes get, what is it, objective secure or whatever.
Yeah, well, you want to play bikes,
You
you
know.
gotta play by the rules. Yeah. Put on your big boy pants. See, that's why fucking Space Marines suck.
They got it. They would get the ability to take objectives.
Yeah.
Look at you prancing about with your bikes and jet bikes while I go around with my flamethrower cyber horse, make you rue the day. Actually, I don't, because I don't have the models. They're neat though.
How exactly do you rue the day?
Rue the day.
Like, how exactly does one rue?
Extreme discontent.
So, I've been wanting to get back into 30k and playing 30k more often, and I have my Blood Angels Legion, but I've been playing Blood Angels for a while. I'm like, I don't really want to play Space Marines at the moment.
I don't know.
Kind of want to do Dark Mechanicus.
I don't know why people play Space Marines right now.
Hmm.
Other
'Cause,
than being fucking tryhards.
The 30k model for Dark Mechanicus, well, there's two. Both character models, like named character models for the Mechanicus and 30k are both Dark Mechanicus. And I want the Scorpion, dude. I don't know. Have you guys seen that model?
The Scorpion dude? No.
I have. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That does look really neat.
I want him.
Yes, I'm
He's
assuming
Dark
you do.
Mechanicus.
You never know. You don't always know Mechanicus which they are. Not that it truly matters. It's like, you are a glorified robot. You're a robot with meaty bits.
Meaty?
But the flesh is weak.
But what about meat?
AI is heresy. Actually, was it? I guess it was heresy back then. It's like, was AI heresy at that point? I guess it was.
Yeah, no. As far as I understand it, AI is even before the
AI is
Emperor.
bad, because that's why they killed off the
robots.
Men of Iron or whatever.
Yeah.
Because the Men of Iron were AI-controlled robots.
Don't tell Cole. Depending who you listen to, I guess.
Well, it's a bit borrowed from Dune and Foundation.
Indeed.
The whole concept of, the war against AI. But it would be fun
And
though.
a Char's Scoria.
The what?
That's the like Mechanicus Scorpion dude's name.
Oh.
On Forge World. And I kind of want him. He looks really freaking cool.
Yeah, we don't need those anymore. Put that away. Oop. All right. I'm mostly happy with that color. Mostly. Well, let's see how it looks with the dragon. The dragoon. Because maybe we'll incorporate more greens onto the base. Maybe. Just maybe. Get right around there. Yeah. You know what? I kind of dig that.
Yeah, look at that boy.
Yeah, I like that. Just a little bit of green, just a hint. Just to make that red just stand out just a little bit more. The slight blue shift plays nicely with the little blue shift in his eyes and his scar. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I think that was a fairly decent call. But now the question becomes the rest of the base. Like, grass? I kind of wish there... Oh, he's sticking. The paint is making him stick.
Could snow be an option?
Yeah, snow could be an option. Yes, it could. If I did snow, though, I kind of would like more rocks, more texture. So it's not just a blanket of white. That, you know what I mean? Like it has some variation. But yeah.
Do you have rocks?
Somewhere. I don't feel like gluing them down, though. I'm more inclined just to use like a GW Technical or something for it. And some of the...
I use chunks of XPS for...
I also kind of want to hit this with a matte spray.
Ooh, Misty Cloud Effect sounds neat, Sophie. Not sure if that one entailed particularly, but that does sound neat.
Hucka hey, yep, we have 40 plus, and it just started our summer here, El Nino, so we expect a pretty wet summer. Floods happening big time in some areas. Yeah, there's floods going on here in Canada too. West Coast, East Coast, they're flooding. Sophie, are you going to Misty Cloud Effect on the base? Yeah, like he's kind of floating in the clouds, or like if this was all clouds or something. Yeah, if I'd have planned that out a little bit better, I think that would be a fun concept. I think you'd have to bring some of this texture, or if you were kind of giving it the impression that like this is on the peak of a mountain and it's just like a cloud layer right here, you know. Yeah.
Is that Parthenax?
What?
I made a Skyrim joke.
Oh.
I got it. Oh.
Need disclaimer down below. Sometimes jokes are said in this show. Sometimes.
So keep up.
So keep up, frickin' nerds.
Yeah, God, Chris, keep up. Jeez.
God, frickin' nerds.
God.
God.
Shit. Throwing them right over the plate.
Dune released here yesterday, but haven't had any reviews yet. You guys heard anything? I saw it in theater. I only have one minor criticism of the film. Only one. Okay?
Oh?
Now, if you don't want spoilers, say so right now. No spoilers. It's at the very beginning of the movie, though. So, you know, it's not like... But, yeah. All right. I'll tell you, Hucka hey. Dune, really fantastic film. Loved it. It's if you're going in expecting a action-packed adventure, you'll be disappointed. But if you're not, like, if you've read the books, well then the general consensus is that it follows pretty accurately to the book. There is stuff that is left out from the book, but it really doesn't affect it because really the story is more about Paul and his father and his mother, and of course, you know, his pursuit of Chani and, you know, all that. So yeah, it's really more about the characters. It's not really like there's a lot of stuff that like about the Emperor and the Great Houses and a lot of the Harkonnen stuff, and you know, there's a lot of stuff that wasn't in this movie. Spoiler. And the other spoiler is that at the very beginning of the movie, as the title comes across the screen, it says Dune, and then it says Part 1. That's the spoiler. It's Part 1. And they've already begun work on the next installments, so that's a plus. But I love the movie. I mean, yeah, I'm a big fan of Dune, and I thought the movie was fantastic. I watched it in a cinema that gives you close to IMAX experience, and so yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a great picture, like quality. The visuals of the movie are fantastic. It like so much of it feels like they went to locations to shoot this stuff, and apparently that's really not the case. There's actually quite a bit of special effects in this movie, and a lot of the scenes just feel very realistic, like just the way they're lit. Like it feels like, you know, like some of the great expansive environments that they're in. Like, how did they do that? Well, yeah, it was green screened, and you know, but in the movie it feels very real. Even just like, you know, when they're maneuvering around in their vehicles and stuff like that, it's, you know, it's really exciting. But Dune, yeah, loved it. It was a great movie. I can't wait for the next ones. And yeah, that's really my only criticism, is that it's Part 1. But if you're a fan of the David Lynch one tries to cram the whole book into the one movie, whereas Denis is doing a slow burn through the book and exploring it, you know, the journey, as it were. So, yeah. Hakahei, oh, that's cool. I'm thinking of doing IMAX, so sounds like worth waiting to see it there. And Part 2, yeah. So, apparently, they wanted to do it like a trilogy, but I guess they're just concentrating on just doing a Part 2, because apparently the rumor is that Denis Villeneuve wants to do Dune Messiah, which is the second book, and that is really kind of like the bookend to the whole point of Dune. Believe it or not, Dune does have a point, and yeah, so Messiah is really kind of, you know, wraps up what the main point about Dune, like the whole point of it, right? So yeah, it'd be really cool if he does. That's years and years of these movies though, and I'm sure by the end he'll probably just sick of even talking about this shit. But if you can go see it in IMAX, I highly recommend it. I knew I wanted to see Dune on the big screen, and I knew I wanted to see it in an IMAX format. Unfortunately, in my area, the IMAX theater is renovating. It's moving, so I couldn't see it. But there is a theater that offers an IMAX-like experience. It's a bit laser projection, and it has the Dolby Atmosphere sound system. The frickin' seats in this theater were really great, like full recliners, which I thought was really fantastic. Because some of the seats are like real close to the screen, and I've been in theaters where they have reclining seats, but when you're up close, like you can't lay all the way back. But this theater you can lay pretty much all the way back. You can pretty much fall asleep, get rocked like a little baby going to bed. But yeah, if you are a fan of sci-fi stuff, Dune, I highly recommend seeing it in a theater. And if you have an IMAX near you, I would watch it in IMAX, because the movie was made for IMAX. So yeah, I highly recommend it. But it's not an action adventure film. If you've read the books, then you know what to expect. If you're not familiar with it, and you're only familiar with the David Lynch film, or even the old sci-fi TV show of it, yeah, the TV show is actually probably like the best iteration of the book. But yeah. Anyway. Sophie, be like one of those floating rocks as an avatar. Yeah, I suppose, right? Again, if I'd have planned it out and really thought about it, yeah, that would have been pretty cool. Thanks, Sophie, for making me now question all work. I said, damn, that was a good idea. I should have did that. Sand on the base. Pfft, only chumps do that. Something still is kind of irking me. The sand texture on this. I want to go further. But I don't know what. Maybe just some straight up Agrax Earthshade. Just to warm it up and separate it from the stonework. Like I realize like the sand could be like, you know, the dirt of like the building or whatever, and it's like just powdery dust and debris, and but I still would like to know what the hell these little things are on the base.
When you hold it,
What's that?
sorry, when you hold it up like that, I immediately think it looks like a globe with the runes being a mountain coming up, like a map.
No, like if you look on the screen right now, well, I guess it might be a bit of delay. There's these little like they look like maggots, like on Nurgle bases.
I see that now. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't know what that detail is supposed to be.
What?
Fungi?
Is it fungi?
I don't know. I'm just throwing something out there.
I think all the new like scenery bits for
Yeah, it's even over here.
models coming out in Age of Sigmar 3rd edition are supposed to be like swamp themed, like the Dominion was.
Oh, do you think it's like a seaweed or something? Like it's a
Some
grass?
kind of like swamp creature, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Makes sense.
Could be leeches or like some kind of like seaweed.
Yeah, that
Leeches.
yeah. No, the seaweed thing makes sense visually, I think. Looking at it now, yeah,
Because,
it's like a seaweed.
Because I've noticed a lot of kits that have come out post Dominion, if they have like incorporated scenery, a lot of it has looked like swampy.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think it's just to match the current,
I'm gonna use Agrax Earthshade.
because it was the same in second. Because in second edition, all the easy build crap had like almost like shattered temple bases, and anything that had to do with having a scenic base had a some kind of like shattered temple architecture on it.
Right. Grim and Boop. Did you guys watch that video I posted today?
I had to give you $4 more, but yeah.
Yeah. I had to pay more for it. God damn it! But did you like it? Was it funny?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, as long.
It was funny.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet to be specified.
$4?
Was it $4?
Well, I had to update my thingy anyway because I was still at the $1 back from like when you started Patreon.
Yeah.
So I had to update
Gotcha.
eventually anyway. So
I'll read it real quick, see what it says. Come on. Yes, I am. What do you think I am, patron? Please let me in.
Don't you know who I am?
trying to find a picture where it shows that. Yeah, it's some kind of like worm or like root or seaweed kind of thing. They painted it a bone color on the
Boone.
Studio model. But the studio base is done up like it's like a ruined temple in a swamp. So.
Huh.
Yeah.
The short bit was indeed amusing.
Yeah, it was just a dumb little thing I put together.
The studio painters painted it like a bone color.
Boone. Somebody's voice cutting. Hucka hey, we only have one IMAX in Victoria at the Melbourne Museum, and yep, might do a boys trip and night out in the big smoke. Yeah, if you can. I mean, like, seeing it in the theater, I mean, most theaters are pretty darn good as far as, offering up a good visual experience for the movie. But I know he plotted to have this film, optimized for IMAX. So, same with like Nolan. He's another one who, and in fact, that's why I made sure I wanted to see this film in IMAX, because after watching Dunkirk, I was like, man, I should have saw this in IMAX, because
I did see Dunkirk in IMAX, and it was fantastic.
yeah, it was a great film, and after watching it, I was like, shit, I should have went to IMAX for this.
The second time around, I was able to figure out what order is supposed to go, and the first time he's like, this is neat. Wait a second, something's wrong here. Do not compute. Then I got it. Huzzah.
I like how the Mask of the Veiled Path are they're not only are they space elf clowns, the Veiled Path in particular is space elf the Riddler, because they are green and their icon is an upside down question mark.
Are they riddle
And
based?
they love rizzle. They love riddles.
Miss Frizzle! They stole the
They
teacher.
love speaking in riddles.
Now I'm just imagining them still kidnapping the teacher in the magic school bus.
This is the best Harlequin mask, okay? Because they are literally the Riddler in 40K.
Seems
Because he is the best Batman villain.
I do like the Riddler.
Is he good at being a villain? No, but
No.
he's the best Batman villain.
He's probably one of the worst villains, but at least he has fun with it.
He's the best villain.
Oy, Jesus. That made me frickin' jump.
I think Warplock Bronze is my favourite metallic.
Yeah, it's good. I like it. It's fun.
It's good shit.
Yeah, I concur. Yeah, I'm liking this way better now. Just a little bit of separation between the sandy bits and
Oh,
the blocky bits.
since Grim is here. Grim, you play Mechanicus. Granted,
do.
you played 40K. But
I've watched 30K. I do like them quite a lot.
should I go with Big Stompy Robot Dark Mechanicus or lots of Tech Thrall Dark Mechanicus?
Well, personally, given the chance, I like big stompy robots. Are they the most efficient? Who knows? Are they fun? Hell yeah.
On 30K, Big Stompy Robot.
Actually, they're pretty terrifying at 30K, as I remember.
Tech Thrall Mechanicus is just like, you have some big stompies, but a lot of it's just like infantry.
Take what is my purpose? You, my friends, are the.
What is my purpose? You die.
It's like you die. Why?
Oh
You. Your purpose is to die so the big stompy guys can go big stomp another day. You're easier to replace than they are.
Are Tech Thralls just servitors with guns? Let's see.
Yep. But you can make them fearless. That's the difference.
Tech Thralls are just servitors with guns. Okay.
Actually, no. They're servitors with guns with armor. You can give them, I think, like flak jackets and stuff, or like the Stormtrooper armor. I want to say.
Kim, look at
No,
the
it's black.
360 pic on the GW site and see what they painted it as. Oh, the little details, yeah. That's
And
a
they
good look.
painted it bone.
Bone,
Looks,
yeah.
but it still looks like either worms or like some kind of grass.
I'm gonna go with grass because what it looks like is this is like something that was underwater, and then it dries out, but it's still it looks seaweedy. That's what it looks like to me. It looks like seaweed. Sophie, now I'm thinking Atlantis. Look, some swampy looking water around the edges on the base. Go with the swampy fungus. Yeah. The animated series is the best Batman. The animated series was really good.
Yeah.
Yep, I have that on my hard drive.
Hey, Jack Nicholson Joker for me. Yeah. He's probably one of my favorites. I mean, everybody lost their shit. I remember way back in the day when Jack Nicholson was, rumored to be the Joker, and everybody's like, yeah, that's perfect. Like that's the call. And Sophie, definitely Mark Hamilton Joker in the animated series, and Kevin Conroy best Batman. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
I agree with you, Sophie. Mark Hamill all the way.
But not George Hamill.
Who the fuck is George Hamill?
Isn't he an actor?
I don't know.
Or is it Hamlin? Might be Hamlin.
Actually, look, just for fun, I looked it up. It's well, Mark Hamill apparently was a guest appearance alongside George Takei on something. Haven't imagined George Hamill does not exist. Oh, he does on a motorsports database. So I'm assuming he's a driver.
It's another guy I'm thinking of then.
He's a driver in 1962.
And what? What did he do?
Sebring 12 hours apparently. Series World Sports Cars.
What time we at? Holy shit. We're 4 minutes OT. Jeez Louise.
Oh no.
This
Oh, no.
happens every time. Are you really surprised at this point?
Yeah, a little bit. Time flew by. I thought I had still at least another half hour, 40 minutes. Apparently not. Just right into my painting, I guess. Alrighty, boys. So, what do you guys think? Put this guy up for sale or give him away?
Do you want to make a profit?
Well, always.
Well,
I mean, the realistic answer to that question, and this is how I typically answer that kind of question. Does a chicken have a pecker?
I have no idea what we're talking about.
Chickens and peckers. Does a chicken have a
No,
pecker?
before that.
Oh, what should I do with the dragon? Should I sell him or give him
What's
away?
the name of the dragon?
Giving you the dragon, yeah. Should I just pack it up and send it to you? Is that what you're saying?
I'm confused what we're talking about.
If
Yes, give me the dragon.
Yeah, I feel
I
bad.
have no idea what we're talking about. I was kind of zoned out looking at stuff.
The answer is a distinct maybe.
Yeah, I'm liking the base now.
Oh, did you ask us if we liked the base?
No.
He's asking if you wanted to put the dragon in a box and ship it to you.
Oh.
Should I
As a
just
joke,
ship?
I presume.
Should I just ship it to you or what?
I wasn't paying attention. I have no idea what we're talking about.
I just fucking said it again.
I know what you said, but I'm still trying to figure out what the conversation before this was.
That was the conversation.
Oh, okay.
Yep,
Gotcha.
it's like that's all there was to it, that part.
God damn it, Boop.
I zoned out hard.
No shit.
Apparently.
Because I was like looking at stuff.
Think, wait,
And
what
I
are we
started
talking
watching
about?
a video, and then I was like, wait, what are we
I
talking
think 3 or 4. I think we told you 4 different times.
Fucking hell.
No, I get it. Yeah, you should definitely ship that into me in a box.
Might take a while getting past borders, though. Who knows how it is now?
Huckahey, sell it. Show your worth. Ha, it's a really good piece. Yeah, I could sell it. I'm leaning more towards giving away, though. I think I am leaning very heavily towards just giving it away. Question is, though, do I give it away to just the patrons or everybody?
The roll for it.
Roll for
I
it?
would say for legal reasons, and this is a live broadcast, it should be everybody.
It should be everybody, yeah.
For legal
Because,
reasons.
Makes sense.
Because
What?
if it's just patrons, that's considered gambling.
Who's gambling, me or patrons?
Most countries' laws consider buying, like paying for a giveaway, gambling.
Oh, I see. Yeah, yes. I see what you
There
mean.
was last Adepticon, the U.S. ruled that. That's why Patreon does not allow giveaways as tier rewards.
Got you. Well, damn, I gotta remove that then from my Patreon unless Patreon already did it. Because I'm pretty
What?
sure I have it that we're planning on doing monthly.
You might want to check for Canada. There was something because that's why a lot of Patreons removed
Yeah.
giveaways. You might want to check into that in Canada.
Yeah, you're right. Boop,
Good to know.
boop, when you're boop, you're always boop.
Seems legit.
Now give me a dragon.
No, give me the fucking dragon. Send it to me,
Save
fucker.
your ass and give me a fucking dragon.
Yeah, give me your fucking dragon, you fucking wanker. Sophie. Oh, if you're just giving it away, the postal address is... Oh, I'll tell him later, not giving my address out in the chat. No, Jesus, don't do that. Good God. Good God, man. Okay, hey, ha. Thought you would.
We've got a little Tom Hardy there right there. Good God, man.
Good God, man.
Where's the fire rises?
Yeah, well, now it's got me thinking, like, this base with the little, like, seaweedy things. I kind of want to pick those out in a green now. And I'm trying to think of how you could replicate the texture of, like, swampy long grass. You know what I mean? You know, like, in swamps, they get that long grass, but then when the water recedes, it's still kind of all curled over. It almost looks like
Yeah.
shag carpeting.
You squat over a mirror and then you look down.
Oof. Jeez.
then you'll see. No, never mind.
Good. Good God, man.
I am a child.
Yeah.
Chris, I sent you the rules for giveaways from Patreon.
Oh, really? Okay. Thank you. So, kind of late in the game considering we've had fucking Patreon for how many years now?
Well, they changed it in 2019.
Oh,
like,
did they?
A couple days before Adepticon.
Ah,
And that was the big talk.
gotcha. Alrighty. Well, I think we're going to stop there. We got quite a bit done. Ink needs to dry more. And if anybody has any ideas what to texture the rest of the base, let me know. I mean, if you're watching this on YouTube, well, you can leave a comment down below. But, I mean, the model will probably be done by then. So, and, of course, I guess for legal reasons, I guess I should give this away to everybody. Give everybody an opportunity.
You can, if you wanted to do like a Patreon quote-unquote giveaway in the future, it would have to be something like a contest. That's allowed on Patreon. Just to clarify what's allowed.
Funniest title, got it.
So, like,
So you mean
could
like
do the funniest title contest?
Oh, I got you.
Whoever.
But then, give it to a patron anyway?
No, I'm not talking about specifically for the dragon, but that's what's allowed on Patreon as far as like winning a prize. You can't do a raffle, which is a chance with buy-in, i.e., paying on Patreon, and then it's a chance. They allow contests, so through your patrons, you can have a contest, like I don't know, a painting contest. Whoever wins gets something.
I hear you. Sophie. Do it on Patreon. It'll be nice to give back. Yeah. I give back all the time. What are you talking about? What are you accusing
Chris
me
is
of?
a giver.
But no, yeah, I think we're gonna give this away. I think so. I think that that's a goodish move. Yeah, I mean, I have no use for it. I really have no intention of collecting Stormcasts, and I mean, even though I have a bazillion of them sitting around here, but yeah.
You didn't pay for them.
Yeah. I bought all my
paint these, and I just never fucking painted them.
Yeah, I mean.
Wait, what?
I mean, I've got a bunch of Deepkin. I paid for those, so.
Well, yeah.
Those are the ones.
But you want to play Deepkin. You don't want to play Storm.
No, I don't. No. Not that I view them the same as like Space Marines or anything like that, but it's just no.
I'm not interested.
Yeah. Well, yeah, for me. I mean, I get why people enjoy Stormcast, but nah. Not I.
Chris just doesn't like models with games.
Models with games?
He doesn't like soul models. He has to have those skinny, lanky soy boy models.
Soy boy.
Elves.
He's having a stroke.
Joke.
Oh.
Elves are slender.
Man,
thin.
you gotta have like a little disclaimer under your title there. It's a joke. I'm telling
Whereas
jokes.
like Stormcast and Space Marines, big, swole, they live.
Swole. Alrighty. We're getting the hell out of here. I want to thank you guys for the follows, for tuning in today. And feel free to leave comments down below as far as where things are going and whether or not you think I'm doing a good paint job or a shite paint job or... Yeah, I don't know. Just feel free to leave comments, man. Grim, any last words of wisdom?
You're the Florida man.
Beware the Florida man. That's true. Hale?
If you're using a crowdfunding website, you should always check the terms and conditions.
Check the fucking legal.
Yeah, check the legal.
Sheep?
Read the fine print.
Read the fine print, yes.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Story of my life, really. Barfing Sheep, last words?
If you don't trust the fart, follow your heart.
All right. And Kim, remember to shave your nuts. Yes, always remember to shave your nuts. And Sophie, but I don't have nuts.
Just to see if Chris understood that. Did you understand what Barfing Sheep said?
No.
You didn't understand if you don't trust the fart?
Oh, yeah. Don't shit your pants. Yeah, I get it.
Okay. Had to make sure it wasn't too new age speak for you.
Too highbrow?
No, too new age.
Is that new age? Is that new?
Too young?
Oh.
Too young of a saying for you.
Oh. Like, like...
For your old man brain to get around.
Yeah, I suffer from that all the time.
Sure.
Fucking I also have an old man brain.
And had to make sure, because Chris didn't know what a boof was.
Why? What's a
I
boof?
don't know what a boof is.
What? Yeah, what's a boof?
I told you yesterday.
I forgot.
So
The marijuana, specifically
right.
a blunt or joint.
Yeah, I got you.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember now. Sorry, it was the marijuana. I was kicking in, and I forgot. Basic.
You're on the booth, but you don't even know.
Yeah, I don't remember. It basically, whenever I hit the bowl, it basically is the reset, and then I go to bed. I wake up, and it's like
I thought you were more of a brown.
That's how we end the live session.
Yeah, it's just Yeah. No, actually, I hit the bowl here yesterday because the wife got some new stuff, and so yeah.
Oh, I always thought no. For some reason, I always thought you just ate pot brownies.
Not all,
I know people who do.
Yeah.
I do not.
Not all day or anything. Like that's not gonna wake up and have fucking cereal and little brownie chunks.
Well, not like every day, but I figured that.
Oh, every day, yeah.
No,
I do every day, but only at night. I don't wake up and you know.
Just don't wake up stuff your face.
Yeah, no, nothing like that. Fuck, I couldn't function. I barely function as it is. All right, let's get the hell out of here.
Well, that's fun. Have a good one, yo.
Later.